Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell. Know each and every time I drop a video and be the first one to comment, baby. So tell me what's going on, baby. What's good with y'all? So let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's going down. And seeing Kenya Moore did not get a prenup. So her goods is on the line, and so is Mark goods too as well. And Portia don't know if she want to forgive, Dennis McKinley or not, but we already know that she has. And Cynthia is feeling a certain type of way because somebody recorded her. She wants to know who did it, who violated her privacy, and who would be that low down and dirty. And she was calling Nene wigs, this wig by. I was like, girl. And then we have Kenya Moore talking about Marlo needs to get them 80-year-old penises out of her. I was like, come on. What is going on? She said she be pulling the most up out of there. I was just like, girl. Like, for real, this is how we doing it. So, yeah, the shade was real. And, it's going to be what it's going to be. It seems like this season is going to be all about bad relationships and being with a bad partner and the trials and tribulations that you go through in your relationship. Nene's having problems with Greg because he needs to admit that he cheated. And then on top of that, Kenya's having problems with Mark. Cynthia's going to be okay so far with her man Mike, but we're going to find out there's going to be a little incident that's going to come through, some girl claiming that she was with Mike. And then we have Portia with Dennis. And then on top of that, we have these ladies it's just going on. It's just doing the most, like, for real, like, what's going on? And Marlo is really being like a big sister towards Portia, basically trying to stir her in that direction of Dennis McKinley, because you know what, he got millions in the bank, and Marlo knows better to let a man go with millions in the bank. So she's trying to talk to Portia, but Portia's gonna make up her own mind, her own decision. That's what she gonna do. She gonna get back with that man. It is what it is. He didn't seem like he was really sincere when he was basically apologizing to Portia about his cheating. He could have said something like, I'm sorry. He could have started crying. He could have said, like, my heart cannot beat without you. You're the vessel in my heart. Something. He should have been way more emotional. He was like non-bothered with the situation. So I was like, what's going on with that? I was like, it's way too much. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was like, And Nene Leakes doesn't know if she wants to apologize to the ladies. Hey, Miss Woods, how you doing? She don't know if she want to apologize to them or not, but basically she want to go on a trip with the ladies, but, she ain't trying to say sorry. She ain't trying to admit fault or guilt. I was like, it's too much going on, for real. Thank you, Woods, for coming through. I was just like, yo. What? And Kenya Moore basically is trying to warn Cynthia when she's at Cynthia's house cleaning out her closet, to tell her that, you ain't engaged to the man, you ain't married to the man, and you making space for him, and he don't even live in your house yet. So just back, chill out. Just wait, get this shit together. And Cynthia was like, who are you talking to? Like, you just married Mark, and you was dating him, and you was together with him in 23 seconds. You guys got married after 3 months. So who you telling? I was like, she's trying to give you the heads up, because you see her go and visit a divorce attorney. Her business is all here in the street. She's trying to let you know it ain't peaches and creams, baby. I was like, Hey, Miss Laker. Like, girl, go. And so, Cynthia's just sitting there like, girl, who you talking to? Like, what did you do? How did you do it? Kenya, how did you do it? What was you doing? Like, you didn't wait. Like, how did you and Mark handle your situation? She was like, well, I'm trying to tell you, baby. I'm trying to tell you because it's experience. And it's sad too sometimes when you be trying to tell somebody, like, listen, it could be this type of situation or whatever because you've been through it. But sometimes they might take it as, oh, you jealous because your relationship didn't work out and mine is working out, and that's why you got a problem, and not listening to what they're saying. But Cynthia ain't gonna listen to nothing. She is with Mike Hill, and that's what it's gonna be. They got a TV show together. Her daughter's out there living with him. She wants to get engaged. She wants to get married quick, fast, in a hurry. It don't matter. She said that he's the love of her life, and she gonna do it. And he's been married multiple times. I think he's been married either 3 to 4 times. So maybe the 4th time is a chore. And hey, Ellen, how you doing? What's going on, Selena? Ellen? So I'm just like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And Kenya Moore, she's basically, she don't want to hear about Marlo. Yes, she showed up with a marching band, and she did, and that girl's jealous, and she tried to kick her out, but can't nobody kick me out. Can't nobody do the things that I do. I was like, Kenya Moore, you're going, and then she was like, and then Cynthia was like, yo, listen, did you hear what Marlo said about you? Marlo said that you are paying child support. I was like, oh, then we see Kenya Moore visiting a lawyer. Is she paying that man child support? Oh, Lord have mercy. He's supposed to have money, baby. What's going on with that situation? So Cynthia was shady when she said it too. She was like, Marlo was saying that you paying child support out here in these streets, baby. And Kenya Moore was like, you know what? I'm tired of Marlo. All she does is pulls things out her butt, and therefore she needs to pull out them 80 cucumbers out of there too as well. So she was getting at Marlo, basically calling her a trick, and she got bodies and bodies on her. And don't be talking about my business, and I can't stand her, and I ain't gonna never like her. I ain't gonna never be friends with her because she is the worst. Miss Lakers, because they experiencing it and has been down that road, long distance relationship because of Peter. Yep, and she's gonna do the damn thing. And Cynthia was like, yo, if you wasn't acting like the way that you was acting, Kenya, I was trying to find out about Snakegate. I was trying to get into the situation. Candy asked Giovanna said she didn't do it, but if Candy knows, that means, if Marlo knows, that means Candy knows. If Candy knows, that means Marlo knows. So basically she's saying that she needs to get down to the bottom of it, and she know Marlo knows some information about the situation, so she wants to find out, and she wants it from y'all now. She wants it from Candy, and she thinks Marlo has the answer, but Marlo is going to cry and say, how can you accuse me of that? But everybody knows, or everybody assumes, that it's Giovanna, and everyone's saying that she caught to it. She caught to the case, baby. Then we get to Candy. Carmen comes in the house, and Carmen is all like, oh, I'm surprised that ain't nothing going on in here. I'm ringing the doorbell because I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to find nothing. I don't want to see what y'all doing up in here. Like, I don't know what's going on. Riley's not here. Blah. And I was like, Carmen, what was you expecting to see? Them on the floor right there in the living room doing the damn thing butt naked. What was you expecting to see, Carmen? Carmen didn't want to share the same lipstick with Candy. She was like, I don't know where your mouth been, but you know what? You have to be that way. You can't share lipsticks and lip gloss, and you can't, share hygiene products or makeup with anybody. Like, it's just not cool. Cause you never know what I was like, damn, Carmen, like you throwing Candy in the bus talking about she's out here doing a freaky deaky all the time. That is all over the house. There ain't no special quiet place for her. I was like, what's going on? And then Candy's talking about Todd. Basically, it seems like it's gonna be everybody's man, ain't nothing. She's like, Todd is doing this. Todd wants to build another old lady gang. We got the baby on the way. I got my lipstick line. I got this. I got that going on. And he's doing so much, and he's just so busy. He's traveling, he's out of state, and he ain't really have a relationship with Kayla, and they still ain't talking. I was like, damn, Toy, you need to do better by Kayla, like for real. And I was just like, it's just bad. And Candy was like, I want to help out Kayla, I want to buy her things, but I can't because Todd doesn't want me to. He wants her to be independent. I was like, Todd is very stingy. He's doing all these businesses, doing all these deals or whatever, and his daughter can't get a dime, a dollar. You know what I mean? Like, where's she staying at? She's staying with her auntie. Did he secure an apartment for her to go into New York? Candy's kind of worried about her because she's going to New York, even though hopefully her family's down there with her and she's protected like that, but she could be tossed to the wolves out there in New York. It's a whole different atmosphere, even though she is from New York. But damn, like, where's she staying at? She ain't staying in no place like Riley's staying at. Did he secure an apartment for her, or she's having roommates? Is she living in a rooming house? Is she going to live with auntie? Is she going to live with her mother? Where's she going to stay at? Like, damn, Todd is wrong all day. Yes, he is definitely wrong for real. I was like, yo, he is a low down. He wants all the goodies to himself. He wants all the goodies to himself and to little Ace. That's it. But Todd is out here living his best damn life. You know what I mean? He's starting businesses. He's doing everything. He's being an entrepreneur. He's doing the whole 9 yards. Todd can't buy a commercial truck, but can't spoil Kayla a little bit. You know what I'm saying? For real, Miss Woods. He brought that commercial truck, and then he wants to buy another commercial truck. He wants to buy a property. He wants to do all that, but he can't get He can't make sure his daughter's secure. He can't get her hooked up with people that's in the fashion world. He got to know people. He used to do in production. He know makeup people. He know artists. He know fashion designers. Like, what's going on? So Todd is stingy. And then also she says, Candy says, Riley and Todd don't really get along like that. Like, they don't have that type of relationship. So, basically, she be calling Todd out and telling Todd to stay away from her, basically on so many different levels. Like, he can't tell her what to do because he ain't her daddy and he don't pay all the bills around here. He contributes, but the part that he contributes is minute to the part that Candy contributes. No, so let me stop. So, and I did a video about Riley. She ain't feeling Todd at all. Todd can take his daughter to London to a strip club. Did he buy her any clothes? Did he do anything for her birthday? But just to go to London that he enjoyed too. He had to benefit from her birthday gift. She couldn't go to London with her best friend or somebody that she wanted to go with. She had to go with Todd. He had to enjoy it. Like, miss me with all that craziness. Miss Lakers, they were saying that it was Candy that didn't want to be bothered with Todd's daughter. But it's actually Todd. Yeah. That's what people were saying. They had people thinking that. And then, Candy is asked, what they just redoing, Kayla's room. Like, she ain't got a room to go to no more. You're like, they just going, that's what Quan is asking her. What about Kayla's room? Oh yeah, we redoing her room. Like, she ain't welcome no more. Like, they can't find another room. I guess her room is close to, Todd and Candy's room. So that's why they want to use her room. Candy should be worried about their kids, for real. And we have Nene Leakes. She's out here. She's with her, life coach, her spiritual advisor. And she doesn't want to admit any guilt. She don't want to say sorry to the ladies, but she was invited to go on to the trip, with Tanya and the ladies. And she don't know if she want to really go there because, she got a couple of bald spots in her heads because of the few trips that she went on with the ladies. So it's a situation. But Nene was like, there's any way that I can make amends, like, without apologizing. Nene's a trip. And basically she wants to, Greg basically own up and admit to what he did and, take accountability, all that other good stuff. So Nene is going to try to get it together, baby. She want to go on a trip, but she don't want to be bothered with y'all. And we have, Marlo and Portia. I think this bike was a good idea. You got hookah. You can exercise at the same time and drink at the same time. And, the ladies have a conversation. And Portia's not really here for Nene Leakes because Marlo's bringing up Nene. And Portia was like, she was supposed to be my road dog, my big sister. She was supposed to have my back. And she going to be disrespecting me and talking about me while I'm at home. I'm pregnant. I'm this and that. And all I did was support her. And she couldn't even support me. Timing is everything. And she was like, I don't appreciate it. And I'm done. Like, right now, she is not feeling Nene. No way, no how. That's just the way it's going down right now. And Marla was like, yo, you could forgive Dennis. And she did sure forgive Dennis. Let's see if she gonna forgive, Nene. She was like, we forgive these men quick and fast in a hurry, but we can't forgive, our sisters. And yeah, Nene was talking about she want a sisterhood. Nene, you want a sisterhood, girl? with these ladies, you want a sisterhood? Like, what's going on? Like, what is up with all these lies? Oh, Tasha, was it just me or was it life coach? I was going to say that, but I don't want to diss a black woman that's dressed up on TV and you know what I mean? And she just looked like she was straight from, she was straight from the gutter, baby. But it's all right. Sometimes you need that gutter. But she looked like she was just a higher person that Nene found off of Instagram. But I didn't want to say that. You brought that out. I didn't want to say that. She looked like she's snooping around Greg and see what Greg got, in his bank account. Let me just stop. I didn't even go there. Unprofessional from her attire, drinking in the middle of the session. Hey, it's a spiritual advisor. So a spiritual advisor are not hold to the same. Anybody can be, not anybody, but there's a lot of spiritual advisors out here. Spiritual advisors don't go by the same routine that, counselors and social workers and, physicians and psychiatrists and stuff like that. They got, and spirits and stuff like that. So drinking alcohol is like spirit. So it brings energy. So alcohol can make the energy room. So I was just like, whatever. I didn't even want to talk about her. I was just like, I was gonna skip right past that. So Marlo it's basically, saying that, we need some forgiveness and like get it together, blasting the third. And she brings Portia around to the hot dog shop where, Dennis, he ain't at work. Where you at, Dennis? Where you out here? Who you with? You couldn't come out to the restaurant. What was you in those? Let me stop. Dennis is not there, but Marlo is trying to make sure that Portia secure that bag because allegedly the word on the street is he got like 10 to 20 million dollars in the bank, baby. And Marlo likes, Dennis, and so it's gonna be what it's gonna be with that situation. Portia's feeling uncomfortable, but she's happy at the same time. Marlo got her liquored up, hook her up, and brought her to, her man's job. And some ladies will do that. You upset, you mad, you haven't talked to your man, your girlfriend pick you up, and let's do a drive-by. Let's see where he at. Let's see what he's doing. I am proud of Marlo this year. It's like she's trying to make changes with the way that she uses, the way that she's being used. Hey Sunny, how you doing? Check out Sunny's channel. Thank you for coming through. I really do appreciate all you guys coming through. Sunny, Miss Laker, Miss Wood, thank you guys for coming through. And also Selena, thank you for coming through. And Tasca, thank you for coming too. I do appreciate it. So I was like, yeah, so she brought her through. I was like, yeah, that's what we gonna do, baby. Nene still at a loss. Nene don't want to apologize to nobody. And she wants to, I like her necklace that she got on. It says love. But, she wants to be initiated again with the ladies, but she don't want to apologize to them. And so Portia and Marlo are at the hot dog shop, and Marlo is calling Dennis McKinley to come through. Portia is smiling and happy at the same damn time, but she doesn't want to make any mistakes with Dennis because she wants to make sure that he's for real, like he ain't on that bull crap. She wants to make sure that he ain't gonna do what it is to her. Did you notice that the shade that was thrown at my hometown Arkansas? No, I did not notice. I'm sorry, Castro, I did not notice. When did they say Arkansas? I'm sorry, Kansas. When did they say that? I didn't even know that they did. So we have that situation, and I'm just sitting there like, oh shit, there we go, baby. We doing what it do. And so Portia is nervous. They end up calling Dennis, and Marlo trying to get, Portia to say I love you, to say something to her, to say something. And for Portia to say I love you to Dennis, because she wanted to say it. She was looking at him like, my paparazzi sister, we got on the same earrings. Yes, that's what I put down there. That's what I be putting. Where is it? This time I have forgot to put it up, unless I erased it. I think I might have erased it. I think I erased it. Because my friend, she does paparazzi jewelry. Her name is Liz's Jewels. Check out Liz's Jewels. She's on Facebook. She's on Instagram. And I usually promote her right here. Here we go. This is her Instagram, paparazzi jewelry. Yes, I be coming through. She be coming through with the paparazzi jewelry. Yep, I forgot to put her link up. But yep, paparazzis is all right with me, baby. Marlo, get that peach. She's trying. Some people say she doesn't want a peach. Some people say she does want a peach. I don't know if she wants a peach or not, but it is what it is. I was like, go ahead, do your thing. Like, she was coming through, and girlfriends, they do that kind of stuff. They do that, you know what I'm saying? They come through. We gonna scoop up the scene, see what's going on, see if you park, see if you at home, see if you at work, see if there's another car in your driveway, see if your car's not in the driveway, and there might be a little drinks going on. Marlo did that thing. She gave her that sister love, even though she didn't want to check up on the situation, like that. But Portia was willing, because that's how, sometimes people do, baby. And so moving on from that situation, I was like, you go ahead. And this situation was sad right here when Kayla was like, yo, listen, I had anxiety. The girl's scared. It seems like the girl don't even want to go to New York. And she was like, I had anxiety all night, whatever. She was up all night. Basically, she got a little hug from Todd, and that was it. That's all she got from him. But, she was having anxiety probably because, she's nervous, starting something new. She don't really got the support that she need, because that's what it looks like. That's what it seems like because of her direction. So, she's she's scared, but we all get scared. We take different steps, but maybe she feels like she's being abandoned. Maybe she feels like Todd don't want her around, and that's what it seems like. And, Candy feels bad about the situation. Candy says, I can't do nothing for her because Todd does what he does with his daughter, and I do what I do with my daughter. And Candy was like, I don't know how we gonna do with Ace and the baby coming along, because, we can't do that no more. We're gonna have to agree. We're gonna have to work together. I was like, yep, that is a situation, baby. That is a crazy situation. For real, for real. I was like, damn. When Kayla said she had an anxiety, I was like, Todd, you just gonna let your daughter be out there like that? Like, she's having anxiety. And then on top of that, he ain't even there to take her to the airport. Candy got to take her to the airport. He ain't even there to send her off. Like, come on. Like, what you doing, baby? Hey, Rob, how you doing? What's up? What's going on? So, like, what you doing? I felt bad for Kayla. Like, she's talking about she's having anxiety. Candy's doing her best as a stepmom or whatever. But, like, Todd, you could have been there. You could have, at least, talked to her and gave her a pep talk, because she needed her father. Candy's her stepmother. I was just like, Molly reminds me of the old fun Nene from season 1. You are absolutely right. That's what I was thinking of too as well. I was like, that would have been so fun if Nene was there on that bike, but it couldn't happen. It would have been fun if Nene was there and they went up in there just having a good time. But things that has changed, baby. So I felt bad for Kayla, poor little Kayla. And then we have Cynthia and Eva and her and Mike. That he's gonna be getting engaged to Cynthia pretty soon. I think it's the next episode. And we have Michael Sterling. He's there too as well. And they're here to give Cynthia some info about whoever recorded Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia Bailey is feeling a certain type of way. And even Marcel, I talked to Mike about the situation, and it's perfectly legal unless someone was listening on three-way. But other than that, if it was you talking to another person, they recorded you, it's not against the law here, baby. But if somebody else was listening and Mike Hill was like, whoever that person is a piece of this, is a piece of that, is a piece of I was like, Mike Hill, you wanted to say, well, we know where you come from. You from the hood, baby. You was out here in these streets. You was wilding. You know your father been in prison for life. People around you are hitmen. So we already know Mike Hill's about that life, but he got to keep it professional because he's selling the image. He's going to be the next Steve Harvey with Cynthia Bailey. Miss Laker, she would be there if you were down with for a man to pick up where they left off at. Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice. For real. Oh, okay, Miss Laker. Yes, my friend, she sells, it's Liz's Jewels. She sells paparazzi. So most of the time I come on, when I start my video, I talk about the paparazzi. Yeah, I like these earrings too. I like them. I like these white color because it's winter time too as well. I thought it was cute. But okay, Miss Laker is selling paparazzi jewelry. Amen. It's a part-time job, a part-time business, and also your entrepreneurship too as well, because you can get it popping, baby. And so we have this situation. It's like shady, and basically Eva was not here for Nene. She called Nene a private eye, a private investigator, the FBI. And she done recorded me before. Ain't not everything around here is about recording this. Because Nene, she did record her, but she thought her mic was off. And then, Andy was trying to reprimand the cast, like, you can't turn your mics off. You can't have pre-talks or whatever. And Nene was like, I never do that when it was at the reunion last year. So with this situation, Eva feeling a certain type of way because Nene recorded her. So she ain't messing with her. And then you got Marlo telling her business. So right now she don't know who it is, but she feels like it's Marlo because Marlo has not changed herself, and Marlo's still this and Marlo's still that, and it's just gonna be that way because Eva don't see it for Marlo at all. But I think Cynthia thinks it's more likely Giovanna because it is. And then you have Eva calling Nene Leakes, calling Marlo Nene Leakes lapdog. I was like, the shame of it all. The shame of it all, baby. I was like, what is going on? I was like, hey, well, Eva got Cynthia's back, and it is what it is. She talked to her husband about the situation, and now Cynthia and Michael are going to play a game, whether, whoever wins the game could actually, will have to move to either Atlanta, or if Cynthia wins, Mike has to move to Atlanta. And if Mike wins, Cynthia's supposed to move to LA, but we know it's just a game. It ain't even about, they ain't about that life right now. It just ain't that right. It ain't that serious right now at this point. So we'll see. So we already know it's not going down. We already know it's not going to happen at all right now. But, Cynthia was funny when Cynthia was like, I have a disadvantage with having Eva on my team because she's pregnant. The only thing that she's been throwing all season is shade. And that is the word on the street. Eva she has been throwing shade like it ain't nobody's business. She's throwing so much shade that Andy had to get in and throw shade while he was next to Eva so he can get some of that sunshine. I was like, way too much going on, for real. So Mike, he ends up winning, so it's all good. Mike, he ends up winning. He picks up Cynthia, and we'll see. Cynthia didn't move to LA, but Noelle moved to LA. She's out there living out there with Mike. I am my consultant part. Okay, I was bored today. Okay, Miss Knight, you was bored today. It's Sunday. Sometimes you gotta relax and get ready for Monday. I wonder if I tried dealing with loss, mother, because I know when I lost my dad, I missed my children, but yeah, it could be hard out there, Miss Lake, very hard. And we get to Kenya Moore's situation. I was like, OMG, Kenya Moore's at the lawyer's office. Basically, she's trying to find out if she can get a trust, she can get a will, she can do anything possible to make sure that Mark, her husband, cannot get any of her money and everything goes to her daughter. So that's what she's trying to do. And she didn't sign a prenup because Mike didn't want to sign a prenup. I was like, damn, they must have been in love. Kenya Moore was like, you know what, I'm gonna just roll with it, because we're gonna do this thing. And Brooklyn wasn't born then, so basically she wants to make sure. She said her house is like $1 million and change, she got her hairline, and she don't want him to get none of that. I don't know if he can possibly not get none of it, but she can trust it all. But it's trusted after they were married, and it's months, so it's a year and months after that they were married. So I don't know if the court will give him anything. But the word on the street, if you ask Marlo, she's paying child support. But she says that Mark got that money, and she's crying because she was asked if she would have Mark as her power attorney. She's trying to get a divorce. She's talking about this sucker need to go to counseling. And also, beginning of the episode, when Cynthia asked Kenya Moore about what's going on with her and Mark, she was like, the arguments, and basically trying to get on the same level with the arguments, or arguing, whatever. She was like, it's basically trying to figure out what Mark is arguing about, because sometimes his anger is masked. And every time that she really talks about Mark, she talks about anger, she talks about counseling, and she talks about him having a temper. She talks about him like being uncontrollable and being controllable too as well, and pick and fight. So she's already set it up that this man ain't out here this man got some issues, and people might be like, okay, because before, when she was dating Mark Jordan, everybody was like, oh no, he's not abusing her, or he's not like that, she's making him look bad. Even Cynthia was one of the people, but come to find out, this man is an abuser. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with the Mark situation, but we're gonna see, we're gonna get Mark's part, because Mark says she can have it all, baby. I guess that's how he felt in the beginning. He goes, I had it once, I can get it again. I was like, yeah, they all say that shit until it's time to get to the lawyers and the court, and you see your money go away, you're gonna fight to the end for what they want. But Nene's son, baby mother said, Andy, so dirty about Nene. And it probably so. So we have Kenya with her situation. I was like, damn, she didn't sign a prenup, but you know what? I don't know who got more money. It seems like Mark should have more money, because they're talking about all the businesses, the property that he owns and stuff like that. And, it seems like he should have, and he has the restaurant and stuff like that. So, I guess Kenya was like, right now he got more than what I got. So, you know what? I'm not going to sign a prenup. But now her bank and her cheddar is going up so high, she's driving a Tesla. So I was like, damn. And then I was just like, they haven't even been together for a long period of time, and they're going through the bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just like crazy. And but she's always supposed to have a trust for your kid. You're always supposed to make sure the money goes down. So the lawyer says she's gonna do her best to make sure everything is protected, and tell her and email her whatever. Kenya Moore broke down, she's crying about the situation, because it's gonna be a hell of a fight, because when you get a divorce, when you got money and you got property and you have a child, it's going to be difficult. It's not gonna be easy out here, for real, for real. So the lawyer was like, I'll email you, baby. The lawyer's looking at her like, okay, you should know better. But you know what? It might benefit her and it might not. But if you listen to Marlo, it ain't going to benefit her. So we're going to see what's going to happen with the situation. And she doesn't have anybody to be a trustee of her estate. She don't know who to choose, because it could be detrimental. So right now, she doesn't have a person that she wants to put in charge of her trust, or a power attorney. Really, it's the power attorney. Put anybody that, she doesn't have anybody she wants to put as power attorney. So, hey, what's up, Tia? What's going on? So she doesn't know. I was like, yeah, putting the power attorney is supposed to go to your husband, but, it ain't going that way, because it seemed like they're going to separate. And Kenya Moore is also saying that, if something happens to Mark, his kids are going to get everything, because he got the children. Then we got Portia and Dennis. It don't look like Dennis was sorry at all. Portia was like, I made a mistake. It was an accident. Portia was like, don't come here with that bullshit that it was an accident, that it was a mistake. And it's not an accident. You don't fall and slip up in some, cool la la. You don't fall up in a punani. You don't slip. It don't be by accident, because you had to plan a date, get the date together, put on a condom, get the place that you was going to, involved in your tryst with this woman. So it was a mistake. Like, you had to call each other. And Portia's also saying, after I had PJ, you still had dirty text messages. So you was not sorry, because you continued to do the crap that you was doing. Dennis made me mad. I hope he don't cheat again. I know. He had like, he didn't care. I was like, that man's supposed to have been falling on his, that man would have fell on his knees and started crying. Portia would have went home with him. But they might have went home together. They walked in like they wasn't together. But all of us, I guess he had the Uber drop him off, and then Portia's taking him to either her house or his house. Portia needs to slow down. She's moving way too fast. But they done did it already. They already back together, and they still engaged. And he was like, technically we engaged. And the doctor was like, technically she don't have on her ring. So we gonna see what's gonna happen with this situation. And plus, Portia is hurt. She was like, I want you to say what you did was wrong and take accountability for what you did. Saying that was an accident, that you sorry. Like, you ain't sorry. Like, it's an accident. So it was a mistake. A mistake is lying on your taxes. A mistake is is something else. You know what I'm saying? Grabbing the ketchup and not grabbing wanting mustard, but then grabbing the ketchup by accident and putting it on your hot dog. So we have that situation. So I was like, And so he finally admitted that, he was wrong, and basically trying to take it. But it was like so nonchalant, like he could even care less. You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem like he was really affected by the situation, or he was really, it just almost felt like he knew Portia was coming back. Portia, yeah. I don't think, who doesn't want, Dennis wants a prenup. His mother wants him to have a prenup because her money's tied in with his money. So the mom wants a prenup. So I don't know where Portia's at with the situation, but we'll see. And Portia was, and then so the reason why Dennis said he was out here cheating is because she had postpartum depression, and and that make you want to go get, your thing tingle by somebody else. She was crying, she had a difficult pregnancy, and he was like, you was pregnant. She was like, we was having sex when I was pregnant. And he was like, the postpartum depression, all this and the things that you were going through, it was just too much. So I guess he went out there and found comfort. So it seems like if things get too tough and too hard, instead of just working it out, the way his solution to a problem is go get under the bed, get underneath another woman. So basically, when he has issues, I guess he goes straight to sex because of the adrenaline and all that other stuff. But basically, and she feels hurt that I was suffering, going through all this, my first child and all this other situation, and he was out here rolling, doing it. Yes, he was taking that hot dog everywhere. He was putting ketchup, mustard, pickles, and radish on it. He was decorating. He was dancing around with it. He was doing the most. Yes, he was out here doing the most. So at the end of the day, I guess, the counselor was like, they need to work on rebuilding. And so that's one of the things that Portia's been saying out in the media in the summertime, that she's thinking about rebuilding, starting fresh, having a new solid foundation and all that other stuff. So we're going to see what's going to happen with this situation. But Dennis looked like he was nonchalant. He looked like he was ready to take his hot dog somewhere else. And he did try to get with Portia. He did try to say, Portia, can I come to your house? And she was like, no. He was like, you look beautiful. You look beautiful. He broke the trust. Yes, he did. He broke the trust all the way. And he has to be the one to build it back. So at least he showed up to counseling, because a lot of them won't even show up to counseling. They just want you to forgive him and move on. But Portia feels like if she forgives him, that she's giving him the okay to cheat. And a lot of people do feel that way when their partner has cheated on them. If they forgive him, that they're going to do it again. So she's trying to make sure it doesn't happen again. And she wants him to be loyal to her. So we'll see. People need to stop using these kids as an excuse to stay together. Exactly. You know what? They have a fresh family. And so when you're dating and, a person that you're dating just had a baby or just had a child, if it's a man or a female, the woman gave birth, or the man just, his baby mother is pregnant, or whatever the case is, it takes time for people to actually realize that they don't want to be together because of hormones and just having a kid and the baby, the idea of having the family together. It takes a lot for them to just push it away, because now the baby coming, it's not just about them anymore. And they have the idea of that family. And, they go back and forth, and one time it's for the kid. Oh no, I want to be with you. But one thing Dennis did say, that he was like, I want to be there for you. And then I want to be there, for PJ. And that's not something that Mark says. Mark's always says he wants to be there for Brooklyn. And, whatever else comes after that. And I guess the rest of his kids. Hey, Miss Woods. People need to stop using kids. How they come to the counseling session separately but ended up leaving together. That's the same thing I was saying. Yeah, he jumped in the car. She went home and she got some hot dog with no bun, baby. She needs to learn to love herself and keep her busy, to keep busy. Yeah, because she said when she was busy working, it helped her. She got to love herself, baby. She got to love herself too as well. But I think she loves him too, and she just had the baby. And then on top of that, you're on this reality TV show, so you got so much pressure. And then on top of that, they want these, reality TV stars to either get married, have a baby, have all these type of specials. She had the baby special. Now it's supposed to be the wedding special. So we're going to see what's going to happen with the situation. But yes, she don't got to rush into it. But I don't think she wants to start over new again. I don't think she wants somebody else right now. I think she just wants Dennis at this time and point. And if he's willing to change, she's going to give him another chance. And he said that he's willing to change, and she's with him now. They're together now. So it is what it is. So she forgave him. So if he does it again, he does it again. It's going to be his loss. You know what I mean? So sometimes you can forgive people and then you see what their behavior is afterwards, because sometimes you got to take a chance, and life is about taking chances, and she's taking a chance. But some chances you don't need to take because you already know the end result. Dennis is singing DMX song, I am slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Yes, he is. That's his accident. Slipping, falling, Miss Laker. I can't get up. Yes, he is. He is doing the most. He's out here. And he looks so nonchalant. I was like, boy, you should have been at work when I came through. He is just nonchalant about the situation. We got Cynthia. She is going to confront Marlo. Marlo's going to start crying. I was like, Marlo, you crying too, baby? Marlo, she's going to start crying because she's going to feel like, damn, Cynthia, why are you asking me that? So, who do you think is the snake gate? Oh, no, Tia, I agree. I said the same thing about Kenya and Portia Williams. They want to be happy and have a family and have a beautiful, and they have their beautiful daughters. Yes, they want to. Yep, they definitely want to. And it takes time. So that's why a lot of people have told me, and a lot of people have said, like, if you meet somebody new that just freshly had a kid, just take some time before you actually get with them, because the mother goes back to the baby's father. The baby father goes back to the baby mother, because they need some time to make sure if they want to be together. A lot of people say, date people when their kids are at least like 7 years old, about 7 or 6, they should know whether they still want to be together, because they play this tug of war game and want the family or not. Giovanna is a snake. That's what everybody's saying. So we gonna see, baby. I was like, Yeah, Nene got shaded from Portia. She got shaded. She got shaded from Cynthia. She got shaded from Eva, and I don't think Kenya Moore, shaded her. But yeah. Nene is getting shade. She's catching all the shade, baby. I was like, I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. And Nene was talking about that she wanted to tear up, Kenya Moore, at Marlo's party, or Marlo's wig party, because, she came in there with a marching band and everything. Yes, she did. She came in there with a marching band, yo. Yes, Kenya Moore did. She came in there with a marching band. But she said, I woo-saw, and I didn't do nothing to her. So it is what it is. Yvonne's a snake. Cockrell. Fool me once, shame on, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Not a third time, yes. So he got one time. So now she's gonna give him a second chance. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with this situation. But it's gonna be what it's gonna be, Miss K. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I know. Like, some people are able to forgive people that cheat. Some people are able to actually move on and move forward, and that's wonderful. And there's some people that just can't. And there's some people just won't accept it because there's some standards that people do have, and some type, and egos and things that they were taught and how they were brought up, where you're supposed to respect yourself, this and that. And so they won't forgive you. They'll move forward because you have betrayed their trust, and they feel like they can never trust you again. And you don't want to be in a relationship where you're calling somebody all the time because you worried about if they're cheating, or you checking their pockets, or you checking their clothes, whatever, you looking through the core, you know what I'm saying, and all that other stuff. So some people will just move forward and move on without the person. And sometimes people do cheat and they're really all sorry. So it's up to you to decipher whether you believe the person is actually capable of changing, actually capable of being faithful, and if there's something that you guys can work together on so it doesn't happen again. And that's what a lot of people don't do. You know what I mean? They don't have time to do all that. They just want to get back together. Oh, that's mine. Oh, no, that's mine. Knowing that it ain't yours. It's the world's. It's community. See the community P or community D. So it could be either or. Tia, Kenya Moore is Mainline and Marlo. When you be beefing with somebody, you can't tell them what to say. Okay, Marlo, we're talking about your marriage and both are wrong. Yes. Yo, she said the girl's paying child support. I was like, oh no. And she said that the ink ain't even dry on the marriage certificate, and you ain't even together. Like, yeah, Marlo was throwing them shots. Miss K, I know how it is when you go through it. Yes, it's hard, baby. It's hard. Like, them emotions be going through because you don't want with nobody else, and you don't want to be with them. I don't feel sorry for Kenya Moore, and you know how Marlo is. I just be here for it. Like, just bring it. Bring the entertainment. This episode was a lot different than last episode. This episode kind of feel like we're getting more of Real Housewives of Atlanta, but last episode, something was really missing. This was a lot better. I would rate this episode a C+. I would give it a C+. I give it a hard C+. Dennis and Portia, he walked through the back door. I guess the Uber dropped him off, or one of his girls dropped him off, because Candy said that he has a woman each week that bring him over food. But right now, Portia and Dennis are trying to make it work. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that situation. Dennis, keep your hot dog bunned up and wrapped up in lemon foil. Ivana told on herself when Candy asked her point blank. She didn't say no first. Yeah, she said, who said that? Who told you that? Like, come on. But, I don't know if Ivana went to law school or whatever, so I don't know what kind of education she has, but sometimes people, I thought when she answered it like that, like, who said that? Instead of saying, no, I didn't, and who said that, she just said, who said that? And like she was going to say that she said it. Come on, I hope Kenya Moore is not lying. At first, right, when I was watching the part with Kenya Moore and the attorney and everything, I believe she's married. She's married. She says she's married. Mark said that they married. Whatever. Okay, I don't care. I'm not doing no research. I'm not trying to find out if they all or not. People say they can't find a marriage certificate. Wendy Williams offered to find it or whatever. But whatever. We're going to the story that she is married to Mark. I believe she is married to Mark. But hearing it so much when she was talking to the lawyer, I was like, she ain't got nothing to worry about. She ain't even married to him. I was like, oh shit, she is married to him. But see how you hear things over and over and people talk about it so much that sometimes it becomes like, sometimes you think it's true and it's not true. So I don't know. So we'll see what happens. How is Dennis talking about a prenup because his money is tied with his mother's when he took Toya White's money? That's what the situation is. You know, he wants a prenup, his mother wants a prenup, and Portia wants to think about that. It's alleged that he got 20 to 30 million in a bank, so who knows, Miss Lakers. Tia, no, I am not talking about Kenya Moore lying about the marriage. I am talking about her telling Wendy Williams this is going to be the best season of all Real Housewives of... Oh, okay. Tia. We'll see. We'll see. We have... Out of the 7 episodes, I think we had 3 really good episodes. Out of the 7, we had 3. So, you know, we'll see. And like the voice editing they have going on is a little bit different. The music's a little bit different too as well. You know, you can notice these little small things that kind of throw you off that you're not watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But we'll see how it pans out. But it seems like the season's going to be based on relationships and bad relationships and trust and all that other stuff. And then people poking fun of your relationship. But basically, everybody's, you know, in a relationship is going to have an issue with their partner. I guess it's just life, baby. Did Nene Leakes really get fired? That's what a lot of people are saying, that she got fired, but I don't know. I haven't came across any proof of her actually being fired, but a lot of people are speculating that she's going to get fired because you know, Andy was her only friend over there at, you know, Bravo, and so now that he's not rooting for her anymore because she came for him after, you know, and so basically now they're saying that she's going to be out the door because she has no friends. Mark don't want Kenya. He don't. He's done. So I don't even know if that's actually true because, you know, that's what they're saying, but it's nothing really I could say that I actually think anything that I can say, okay, I could talk about this because this is actually something that's actually happening, and it could be talk for the season. But you know, Andy shaded her basically, but it was like fun, light shade, but it was shade. And anyway, he was talking about her dress being ripped, and you know how the Atlanta housewife come off as the best dressed ones, and they're about their clothes and stuff like that. Then him throwing up that she wore the same outfit twice, where Eva there, you know, Eva's been throwing so much shade at Nene, so Nene responded back and said what she had to say about the situation. And then Andy said, I said what I said. And then Nene said that was some bullshit. So if she gets fired from coming at Andy, I'm going to say more power to you, sister. Because you know what? At least she didn't get fired from the show because she was coming at one of her sisters or getting at the ladies or getting at the other females on the show. She got at the big boss that made so much money off of her for years. Then he going to have the nerve to get on TV and shade her. So she shaded him back because she ain't his pickaninny. She ain't his slave. And she can speak back to him if he can address her and say something negative about her or poke fun of her. You know, she has the right to call him out and say what she want to say. He's not above the bullshit. If you're gonna get on your Watch What Happens Live and you're gonna talk about her outfit, which I don't even give a damn about, if you're gonna do that, she has a right to respond to the situation. Who are you, some high mighty where I can't respond? Okay, oh, he's my boss. No, we do it every day in our regular life. If our boss, our supervisor disrespect us, we gonna let them know that we don't appreciate it and we don't like it, and we gonna have a word with them. You know what I mean? We just ain't gonna be like, oh, it's nothing, and brush it off. Because if you do that, you know what? They keep doing. If you keep letting somebody pick at you or make fun of you or, you know, demean you or try to act like you beneath and they can poke fun, you don't say nothing back, then they're going to continue to do it. Now you become a target and then everybody else want to target you. So you got to put that mother in their spot. You know what I'm saying? Dennis' mom treats Portia like she was the one who needed watching the whole time with her dusty ass son. You're so bad. You know, she told Portia to marry him ASAP. She was trying to get that shotgun wedding. Portia was like, I don't want no shotgun wedding. We got some things to figure out. Tia, I don't know why I keep thinking about Phaedra Parks when I watch the show. Because we miss her. Miss Lakers, I am not going to look for it, but if it happens, I was not forgiving my husband for cheating. We have been married 35 years since we were 4 years old. No way will I for something I would not do. Yep, to forgive somebody for something you wouldn't do. Like you went out there and you did it. Some people can forgive, you know. Jada forgive, you know, a lot of people out here forgive. And I know people in my personal life has forgave, you know, people cheating and they try to make it happen. They try to keep it going together. But thank you guys for coming through. I really do appreciate it. I think Phaedra Parks is the missing piece. Might be because now you got everybody else back on the show. And it's like Phaedra has a lot of loose ends that we need her to connect. But, you know, Candy got the power. She's the ringleader and it ain't gonna happen. I really do appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in a building, baby. We going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. Phil, I have the same question. Did none get fired? Yeah, I did. I hope you heard me answer it. And Andy needs to slow his roll. Yeah, slow his roll. You know, if your boss came out and picking at you, like, come on, like, we can't be scared. Like, you need to speak back. Like, who are you that you above me not responding? And you responding on a TV show, a gossip show, everybody's going to be talking about, of course I'm going to respond back because Nene ain't no punk B. And I was like, oh, Nene came too hard. She should have been quiet. He shouldn't have said nothing in the first damn place. And, you know, why are people looking up whether she wore the same dress twice to make fun, to poke at her about her attire? There's a lot of people that can't even wear different clothes. There's a lot of people wear the same clothes every day. A lot of people wear the same outfit week after week after week, repeat the same clothes in a week because they can't afford it. And then there are some people that don't like a lot of, you know, material things and only have like one outfit. I don't know if you've seen these shows about people just living with really less. Tia, they can't get Phaedra Parks a second chance. She should just apologize to Candy Burst. They said that she did, and the people said she didn't. I thought she did. I miss the bone carrier. Phaedra Parks was the Phaedra Park. Yes, I have seen those shows. Oh, you seen those shows, Phil? Yeah, they do live with less. Sometimes I be feeling guilty, like I got a lot. I know I don't got a lot like that, and they be having like, you know, nothing. But I know their bank accounts is fat. Woods, make sure you go live after New York tomorrow. I'm so excited about OG returning. Oh yeah, I know she's gonna return. Let's see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be hard. It ain't gonna be easy with OG because now she's gonna have all them ladies ganging up on her. I don't know if she's able to deal with it, but you know they try to freeze you out with not, you know, filming with you. So if she can get a couple of people to film with her too as well, and then if she can get somebody else to film with her, so we're gonna see if they're gonna act like they like her or they just gonna give her the cold shoulder and Evelyn's just gonna cry and say she's with Jesus, because we have Shawnee and Evelyn that was just at a church event, so they were both going to church together. So you got, you know, Evelyn talking about she is in God now, and you have Shawnee bringing Evelyn to a God event. So we're gonna see how they're gonna spin that situation. Yes, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is the reunion tomorrow, part 2, and then we have Love and Hip Hop New York. So I don't know, I gotta pick which one to go live on, or I could go live both, but it'll just be late because I don't get in the house until late, and I'm not able to watch the show until late. So I could do both, it don't matter. But like going live twice and then talking about both shows, it's easy, but most people will be sleeping with the time I do the second one. The second video. Phil, and did you hear that Jocelyn Hernandez is returning to Love and Hip Hop Miami? Yes, I thought they canceled Love and Hip Hop Miami, that's what they were saying, but yes, Jocelyn has returned back, and it is gonna be what it's gonna be with that situation. And Wendy Williams is not a fan of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood at all, and she was shading Mona Scott, basically talking about Mona Scott was like, it's black excellence. Wendy Williams was like, no, it's not black excellence. Jocelyn is black excellence. You know, all the, you know, Jim Jones getting caught up there as black excellence, you know, snitching, you know, being on recorded tapes, you know, running from the police with drugs and pills and stuff on him. You got Jewels locked up, you know, again, he was doing drugs the whole time. So this is why we haven't got music from Dipset. We haven't got music for Jewels or Jim Jones that were quality music, because they was out here taking them pills. Like the pill situation is a big thing, like it's a situation. But Wendy Williams was shading Mona Scott, and then Mona Scott came back and was shading Wendy, so they was going back and forth. You know, I was just like, okay, Wendy is just gonna be Wendy, because you know Mona Scott was like, I'm going to Africa, and Wendy was like, I ain't going to Africa. I need to be here. I got a job to do. I gotta work. You know, I film every day. I was like, oh, Wendy, you coming at Mona Scott Young? Jocelyn Hernandez is back. I hope she comes back to ATL to do both shows to get them checks. We'll see what happens. I don't know if she wants to come back to ATL. I wonder if Tommy's ever gonna come back. Is Tommy gonna come back to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? I forgot Tommy is dating somebody new. I forgot who Tommy's dating. Wendy shaded everyone. She got no shame. She got no shame, Phil. She was shading Mona. She was like, I ain't going to Africa, baby. You already know when Wendy Williams was shading Princess Marco Marble. When she was shading her, talking about you need to go buy buy a hut in Africa, and people were like, "Come on, Wendy, people in Africa don't live in everybody in Africa don't live in huts." And Wendy was like, "I don't know." Wendy was like, "I ain't going there." So basically, Wendy was shading the shit out of Mona Scott. She was like, "You take that back, that black excellence. When you call that shit black excellence." Tommy, I heard, is joining the Miami cast too as well. I wonder if Tommy and Jocelyn are cool now again. Yes, I heard the same thing about Tommy. So I wonder if she is. Because I wonder, hopefully, if she's going to get back on TV, that, hopefully the problem with the drinking, we don't get to see it. Like, they blur it out, because it just brings down her brand when they show her all sloppy drunk and stuff like that. The same thing with Apple Watts, when they show her all sloppy and drunk. The same thing with TT, when they were showing her all sloppy and drunk. But TT has really made a transformation so far. Hopefully we don't see no videos about TT. It seems like she got bamboozled by the last guy that she was dating. She was riding on three wheels. So we'll see. Right now it looks like TT's doing good. It looks like, I don't know, it doesn't look like Jocelyn is on anything, you know what I mean? And Tommy, I don't know, because I haven't checked. Oh, so K Michelle is coming back to ATL to do her New York or LA. I guess so. I don't know how it's gonna be interesting. Phil, y'all see, you needed to show her roles with that. You talk about an actress that was thrust into the princess role that is overwhelming. That was one of those times I really was pissed at Wendy. Wendy was talking mad shit. Wendy was like, "Girl, before you became the princess, you was over here at my studios. You see this block? This block is mine. You came over here for a job." And you was talking to Suzanne. I was like, Wendy, Wendy was going in. I was like, Wendy. Wendy was like, "Oh, she's talking about she don't know about paparazzi. She's marrying a prince. Like, come on, like, how doozy can you be?" Wendy was going in, Phil. I was like, Wendy was going in. I meant to say I didn't like K Michelle in New York or LA. Love and Hip Hop. She was good in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta in the beginning, when her and Rashida was going back and forth and all that other stuff. But and she was good in Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, like the only time when she was shading April and she was shading, Moniece. That's the only time that, and then she was also giving them good advice too as well. But other than that, I guess her talking about country music and entering that realm was a good look. But other than that, you could tell that she don't want to be there. It's just like forcing somebody to be somewhere that they don't want to be. So thanks, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're in the building, baby. Please hit the like button. Thank you guys for coming through. I really do appreciate it. So, yes. Oh, my God. I can't wait to see the situation with Fizz and J Boog in April, how it's gonna go down. We know Moniece is supposed to go attack, Fizz. So it's gonna be crazy, baby. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. I don't know how Eva got time to throw shade, because she's always on her back popping out a baby. Then she's back on her back to do a new baby. And you are too much, Miss Laker. Tassa. K Michelle is going back to Atlanta to do Love and Hip Hop. That's definitely is how they seem to have set it up. Wow. So I will see. So is Tommy dating Bow? Oh yeah, that's who it was. It was supposedly Tommy's dating Bow Wow. Bow Wow would date anybody for his show to be popping. So it don't matter. And she's a little bit too old for Bow Wow. Bow Wow likes him a lot younger. And I think it's just for publicity or whatever. Unless they in love with that cocoa together. They in love with the drinks together, because we have seen on Growing Up Hip Hop, Bow Wow, his little tail can drink. That man can drink. So, and Tommy can drink. So they might got a drinking love type of relationship, but I think it's for TV. I know, Tia. Don't get me started on these people. These people be acting a fool. if half of us have some of the opportunities that they have, there's no way we'll be doing that crazy stuff. We'll be taking out money to the bank. We'll be like Master P. We'll be like Romeo out here. We ain't got time for the drama. We're going to take it to the top, because you never know when all that will disappear, and then boom, nobody even cares about you. And it's like, everybody don't get that same opportunity, but the people that are getting the opportunity do have problems and do have mental issues that have not been addressed, and they're thrown on TV. And this is why I think Wendy Williams was saying to Mona Scott that it's not black excellence, because the people are not really getting help. They're being exploited. Bow Wow just needs to be single. He going to keep playing with Angela Simmons. She's like that bad, like them bad boys. Yep. And he's supposed to be coming on Growing Up Hip Hop, LA too as well. So we're going to see. Thank you guys for coming through. I really do appreciate it. God bless you and your family. Thank you guys. Much love.